And so I'm trying to think. If I remember correctly, I had to be at church at 6 in the morning.
Okay.
I would usually pick up a buddy of mine because his house was on the way to church, and we both worked the same. We both worked our first media on our first service.
Okay.
So service started at 7:30. We had to be there at 6. I'd pick him up at about 5:30 or 5:45, and we go to the gas station down the street. Get a juice, Danish, coffee, and it was just that perfect intersection of it's early for us and it's late for everybody else
On a Saturday night or Sunday morning.
Yes.
Crossover.
Yep, that perfect
Which
crossover.
is totally different from Wednesday or Monday through Friday.
Right.
Crossover, for sure. I would imagine.
Yes, much different.
Yeah.
Because there were some people definitely stumbling and bumbling and lots of glitter and various sets of clothing.
I like to watch it from afar, but not not in my vehicle.
Yes.
So what church you go to?
I attend Right Direction.
Directions. Where's that?
It's right here on Broad River.
I think I've passed it many times.
Big digital sign.
Yep. And it is non-denominational?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a little something. You see this sign here? I'm gonna give you a flyer to take with you. Something you might be interested in. It's a discipleship program.
Okay.
Biblically based, of course. And it's all about men helping men be better men through scriptures.
Okay.
Yeah. If there's an event coming up on the 24th that you might be interested in for sure. I've been going through the program for about a year and a half now. And it's made a pretty big difference in my life as far as my walk with the Lord and how I study the Bible instead of just reading the Bible.
Okay.
Which I had done in the past. Prior to this, I've read through the entire Bible, but I didn't study through the entire Bible. There's a big difference.
Yes.
Between the two. And it's been a really good experience. It's a smaller group, and you build camaraderie with one another. And you can help each other through men's issues.
Okay.
And everything from finances to relationships to addictions of any kind. It's been a really good experience for sure. Invite a few buddies.
Okay. Definitely take a look into it.
I gotta ask, how much did you pay for this ride?
I think it was 39.
39. Okay. Which is pretty high.
Yes. Fortunately, I think I have a Lyft credit through my insurance company because I had to have my car towed.
Okay.
So with that, they gave me a credit for the ride.
Huh. Interesting. You know, it's funny when the airlines have a problem, they have to put people up in hotels and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the people need to get back to the airport, when they call for a lift, the prices are always higher because the airline's paying for it.
Right.
So now I guess your insurance is paying for it, so the price was higher.
Right.
Because I would imagine this is probably $10 to $15 ride, maybe.
I will say it's higher now than when I checked when I got up this morning.
Okay.
Because when I got up this morning, I want to say it was showing at about 18.
18. That's what I would figure it'd be about, somewhere in that range.
And if I knew exactly when I was going to be ready to leave, I would have booked it ahead of time. But I have a infant at home.
Oh, okay.
And between the infant and the dog, so much can happen during the morning.
Yeah. That's for sure. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised to see this one pop up, and I actually thought it was going to be somewhere far away because of what I'm getting paid is almost what you paid for the ride.
Okay.
It's very little margin for them. It's like $5 difference.
Okay.
And for us to get a ride like that is usually like I'll start here and I'll end up way in the Northeast somewhere. You know, for that price. But this one is like, what? It's I think a total of like 12 miles or something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's pretty rare we see something like that.
Yeah. The other thing that I noticed was when I checked this morning, there were a lot of cars around the Harbison area.
Okay.
Much fewer when I went back and checked.
Ah.
So that also might have changed
yeah, definitely the supply and demand issue.
Yeah.
So what happened to your vehicle?
Battery died.
Okay.
And then I had it towed to Midas. And they're like, well, the battery's okay, the alternator's fine. It's something that's specific to a part that's kind of Volkswagen specific. So we'd feel more comfortable if you took it to the dealership. Mm-hmm. So then I had to get it towed from Midas to the dealership last night.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. Sometimes to get OEM parts is better.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't wash my car this morning. So you're at the Department of Revenue, is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. Business taxes, I guess?
Not me.
Not you?
Not me.
Oh.
I see no one's taxes.
You see no one's taxes? So
no.
What do you do there?
I work in our employee and taxpayer training group.
Ah.
So
you teach them how to strong arm people to get the taxes out of people.
Not quite. Honestly, the bulk of so I am the e-learning developer.
E-learning developer. Okay.
So let's say, it's your first day on the job, you go through new hire orientation.
Yep.
I'm developing a lot of the training that you're going to watch.
Okay.
For like how to not click the spam or the phishing email.
Oh, okay.
How to report if you find sensitive documents, how to protect sensitive documents.
Right.
Here are some policies and procedures around network security, cyber security. I develop training for managers on, hey, here's how to notice, like, you have an employee that's suddenly underperforming. Here's some signs that it may not be like their work ethic. There may be something going on at home that you can inquire about. Maybe there are signs that there's domestic abuse going on.
Or they got a new baby in the house.
New baby in the house.
Yeah.
Here are some resources that you can point them towards to help them through this temporary situation, because often things like this, sometimes it is work ethic, sometimes it is emotional capacity.
Right.
And there are resources to help them through these temporary circumstances.
Okay.
Health and wellness initiatives. A few months ago, we had our wellness week, and there were things about seasonal depression. There was training for things like wellness and relaxation, gardening, just a variety of wellness and just general health initiatives.
Okay. Just going for a walk.
Going for a walk. There's on our learning system, we have what we call chair yoga or desk
chair yoga.
Yeah, or desk stretches that you can do during your break.
Okay.
So that you're not just sitting at your desk the entire day. You're still getting your stretches. We have an indoor walking path, an outdoor walking path around the building.
Okay.
So just a variety of things, just to keep the employees enriched.
Right. Which I'm sure is not easy.
No, especially when you've got, a couple of hundred people at their desks all day.
Yeah.
So say, stop, take a break, just give yourself a minute.
I've seen it. I mean, I used to work for a county back in California, and I did building maintenance at the time, and so I'd go fix whatever at whatever cubicle. They've lost power or something.
Yeah.
Their light is out or whatever. You see all these hundreds and hundreds of people just sitting there at their desks all day long, munching on non-healthy food. So everybody's overweight. In the last few years that I was there, they did develop at the county a wellness program where they had paid incentive for documented exercise, either during or off hours.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot, but it was something.
Yeah.
To get people to move a little bit instead of being just at their desk all day.
Yeah, so I think twice a year we have a walking challenge. And so you get in a team of 4 or 5, and you compete against the rest of the agency to see what team can rack up the most steps.
Easy to track them now with the phones.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, sir. Hope you have a great day.
Have a good one.
Hope to see you at that conference.
Alrighty.